The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yep. They told us we was essential. Now you can drag him out. He got hit just. This is gonna be a little tough.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Yep. Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
He had no sign of him cooling down.
21, he was just 22 when I looked at it a couple minutes ago.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Hell no, I ain't played.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I said, hell no, I ain't played.
Ryan on the hand.
I beat the Chiefs.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, Ryan.
Good. He caught it. This nigga's so slow. It's a pick, bro.
Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
That's bullshit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. You give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, Cousins. Flushed out right.
I do it too late,
and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
Oh, he might catch him. I threw that late, man.
Back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2 touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Listen to me. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
Oh my God, why did I throw that? And why did I throw that? Why?
With great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Like, tell me why. Bro. Man, it's
after the interception, here's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
probably.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run past.
Oh my God, bro.
Yes. Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
This guy is not good, man. This dude is not even
Out is the kickoff
good,
unit
bro.
as they run up and send this one away. This is
I put the red play from that team.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
We gotta score right here. We gotta score right here, bro.
For a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I don't even know why I picked the play right there.
21-0 our score after 1. From the 25 on second down, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner.
I need Dalvin Cook back there, bro. What
I
are
don't know if you
y'all
want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Madison, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Thielen's got
That
it.
was a dot. Oh, my God.
Thielen. His
That was a
touchdown on the year.
dot.
As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they retain their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height.
Adam.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Let's get a stop right here, man. Let's get a stop. I get a stop. I'm gonna win.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I get a stop.
Right now
I'm
they're
gonna
saying,
win.
hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to
Good
Smith.
tackle.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh my God! Come on, bro! Don't bail him out like that.
First catch and a first down.
That was for sure a pick.
Is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender, but in this case,
game,
he didn't get that far away.
Ryan in the offense with a first and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
They have to give it back.
Out of the gun.
I hit him. Thank you.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9. Escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
They wanted to get him on contain.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
We gotta get a touchdown. We got to stop. We gotta get the touchdown.
He's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one years away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football down, you have to feel great
Missed
about
my cutback lane.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Missing them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Even though they gave up
Damn, we just need this first down so we can get the ball in there. We just need this first down.
Throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, let's do it, Cook. Let's do it, Cook. Let's do it, Cook. Let's do it, Cook. Told you. Forgot to stop. I'm going to win the game.
Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
He threw a pick right here. I promise he gonna throw a pick right here.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Zay, catch him, Zay. Oh my God.
Freeman, they're not gonna get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cousins now. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete.
He ain't come off on
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's taking me so long to get these adjustments
for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Cousins.
Oh, you didn't catch that.
Able to get there and pick it. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to
was a
employ in a
touchdown,
passing
man.
situation. As he
You
spot
got
drops
double
because
me.
his zone is
He
taking
had
command and
double
having to
me.
run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. It's a give to Freeman running right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
I didn't think about that.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
I needed that touchdown,
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That's the heat adjusted bullshit.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Thank you.
And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll have it past midfield
some
almost to the
blocking
40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
From his linebacker, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook.
No, how did that happen?
He takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard
This game
line.
cheats.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Please don't get
Looks like
hurt.
they handled
Please
their
don't
run
fall.
responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's do it. That's what we want right here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Close.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be.
Oh, pig!
Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
We out of that.
Picked up.
We out of that.
He's going to score. It's a
I told you he was going to throw a pig, Jake.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do it.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are all tied at 28.
he's scared now. He's scared now.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Yes, sir.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on their last possession, though. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he hits this one to Ridley complete. They stop him for only 3.
Oh, he didn't get it. He didn't get it. Let's do it, man.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Dalvin Cook is going crazy right
now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Get Dalvin Cook.
To get the ball back, the special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But
you hear me, Jay?
Watch a team that has enough confidence to go
I say, is it hard?
In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Check it out.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Excuse me.
Cook. He takes this from the
now I got to show him I can throw out of this because he think I'm running.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he on that safety.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I hate that route so much.
There. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Just going a regular drag route, bro. I forgot I got this.
3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this will be caught at the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
Ooh.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain.
Wait a minute. I think I can get him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be caught.
Oh! Big dot. Big dot.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. for them.
Yeah, he's scared now. Yeah, he's scared now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close,
Who was that?
you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. Airing it out. Look. Oh, this is
He called that? I say that's my fault. I shouldn't have been a couple anyway.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the field.
No!
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 47 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
I can't believe this here, man.
This fielded at the 2.
Yeah, he's my side. Good blocking.
And not a bad return.
Jay, I'm in the
He gets
fight
it
over
out to
here,
the
man.
25-yard
35.
line.
This one here tough. Well, I ain't gonna say it's tough.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
To the
Did they
outside.
stick with that?
Inside.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
What is this?
On 2nd and 9, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
I need this, you guys. Let's go, man.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal
Yes,
to
sir.
me. I'm going to keep
I like
firing.
this. I like this.
First down, here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
Then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then gets in with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington.
Why was I throwing the ball anyway, man?
For a gain of 4.
On any running play that's
Yep.
called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
Come on,
You can decide to throw the
man.
ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I know what
Brought
he's
down
doing.
after a very nice game. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying,
Chewing
thank you.
clock, man.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Fuck, I stopped running the ball, man.
So it's Falcon football. As
Oh,
we're
this
looking
nigga
back.
jumping offside.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Deep tight 58. Hey, bye-bye. He's jumping. He's ready to go.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 38 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, man, we need something about somebody right here, bro. This nigga just scored. He up. 42-35. What a minute 28 left.
But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now it's a
Make him
chance to
pick out of
execute.
that like
They have
that.
the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? Here we go. I got it.
Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's a...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just
That's a
over 4
touch.
seconds
That's
to
a
go in the
tutty.
game.
That's a tutty. I still got one time out left. We're gonna take a chance over the middle right
Work to
here.
be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Bravo! 10, under 10, 10.
Cousins.
That was a mega dot.
That's going to be good for
Oh.
the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
What car?
Once you get into the red zone,
Hold on, he ain't okay. He ain't cover 3. He ain't cover 3.
Delivery, not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They
Stephon.
end up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And yes,
Let's do it, man. Let's go.
score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a
Go,
given.
man.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point.
Let's go.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run with Freeman. 4 yards to pick up, first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play.
They gonna do the right. They gonna do the thing they supposed to do. I think.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Man. He can't make a field. He can't make this field goal.
Timeout with 7 seconds left.
I knew he couldn't make that field goal.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now is 9 sacks for him. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Here's a
Oh
quick
my
hitch
God,
route.
bro.
Complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also
I'm glad all these
down.
niggas didn't blitz like I told
When you
them
see
to.
zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you
I'm
let
not
your guy
trying
go,
to
'cause you
lose
don't
this
want there
game,
just
man. I
tough
came back
coverage.
too far to lose. No.
On first down, it's Freeman. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take
like
the
to
beat
run
and
this
move
way.
laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run.
Nope.
Devontae Freeman.
Nope. Nope.
They find some open field
Oh my
here.
God, I thought he was from.
23 yards
All this
to
nigga
pick up
doing is
there.
running stretch,
I have a pretty
man.
good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked.
From the run commit, Jay. It's a big run commit.
Yeah, pulling.
Oh, he fumbled.
Lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Dude, who did that? Nine to 19, still. Oh, I know he ran. I know he ran. I know he ran. Oh, he accepting that.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Running right, this is Freeman.
Good tackle, man.
And for one of the first times of the night, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long.
He gotta throw the ball now, man. He gotta throw it. I need this, you guys. I need a pick right
We've
here.
got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Ryan. He is in for the score. And it's an absolute stunning
This game just cheated.
in overtime.
This game just cheated me.
Did I get 4 quarters with you in this one? I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that?
Bro, they
That's
just cheated me,
got
dog.
us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
They just really cheated me,
So for the
man.
Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss.
They
And
just
they'll look to
cheated
get
me,
back on
dog.
track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gordon. Next game, guess what? Charles and I
They
will be
just
here again.
cheated me.
It's
That
the
one hurt it
NFL
right
on
there.
EA Sports.
That one hurt it right there. Yeah, long they. Man, did I stream this? I did stream it. Man, say, can you click on the stream? Off stream. I need you to watch that last play and tell me I ain't get cheated on that play.